How to wake up early without an alarm clock. This video is sponsored by Babbel. Start learning a new language today with Babbel. Sign up for a 3-month subscription and get 3 additional months for free. Link in the description. I have 7 alarms, each at an interval of 15 minutes. It's the only way I can finally drag myself out of bed. Is this something you can relate to? Using the methods mentioned in today's video, we'll share with you how you can use your body's internal clock mechanism to wake up early, feeling energetic, and without using any alarm clocks. Let's say it's Sunday night, and you've had a lazy weekend, sleeping around and catching up with your favorite TV programs. Or maybe you might have spent your Sunday hungover from Pete's party on Saturday night. Or maybe you might have gone through Sunday feeling guilty because you spent the whole day keeping up with the Kardashians. Either way, it is Sunday night, and you're all motivated to start your week early, fresh, and effective. What's the first step to that, you might be asking? Well, of course, setting your alarm for the next day in order to beat the morning traffic, you say? Or to catch up with work you may have been postponing the previous week. Or maybe even to hit the gym. Either way, you need to get up early. When your 5 a.m. alarm rings, you feel groggy, and you're wondering if you should really get up. Can't I just do like 5 more minutes of sleep before I jump out of bed and start your day? You're thinking? Soon, it's 6:30 a.m., and you're sure you will never hear the end of it from your boss if you're late one more time. All this while, you're wondering, isn't there an easier way to wake up early? Is there a way to program your body to naturally wake up when you need to, every day? And to answer your question, yes, there is a way. It's with the help of your body's internal clock mechanism, also known as your circadian rhythm. In today's video, Practical Wisdom is going to take you through the techniques you can use to wake up early, without the aid of an alarm clock. But before we begin, if you're not subscribed to our channel, you're missing out big time. Tap the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Now, let's begin. Step 1. Determine the number of hours you need on a good night. You can do this by training yourself, preferably during a week you're not needed at work or school, like during a holiday. Each night for 7 days, sleep at a particular time and allow yourself to wake up early. Also, keep away any distractions. Your phone, your laptop, your dog, or just about anything. Keep it away from you. Tell your girlfriend or family not to wake you up, or do anything that might cause you to wake up during sleep, such as playing loud music or doing any activities that might cause you to wake up prematurely. It's very important that during this week or so, you wake up naturally without the aid of any assistance. So, no alarm clocks. For each of these days, record the number of hours you sleep. It's paramount that you keep and maintain a similar routine. During each of these days, you're tracking your sleep. A change in routine, such as maybe traveling or having a late night, can ruin your sleeping routine and affect the time you wake up in the morning. So make sure to maintain your routine and bedtime. Chances are, as you consistently do this, maintaining a consistent daily routine and bedtime, you will notice an almost similar time you naturally wake up, with a deviation of no more than 30 minutes. Step 2. Get a nighttime routine. Winding down is one of the most underrated parts of getting good sleep, and good sleep is a prerequisite for getting rid of that alarm clock. Come up with a night routine that helps you relax. It could involve doing some stretching exercises or yoga, taking a warm shower or bath, and doing some reading or meditating. Find out what works for you. It's advised that for 1 hour before sleeping, you should keep all your electronics away. So no Netflix or TV, especially stay away from the internet. Social media is especially notorious for getting you thinking too much or getting you in the funk because everyone seems to be doing better than you. These are all feelings that aren't good for your sleep. You want to go to bed feeling absolutely relaxed and with a good headspace. Step 3. Complement your night routine with a morning one. Actually, the most important thing you need in the morning is some good natural light, or at least a simulation of it. Our body's circadian rhythm is affected by the most natural things around us. The sounds we usually wake up to, the morning light filtering through the curtains, and even the temperatures in our bedrooms. As much as possible, plan for how you'll wake up. Use light curtains that allow sunlight through in the morning, or do what I do and leave the curtains open when you go to bed. If you need to use an alarm clock, ensure that it's one that simulates your environment in terms of the sounds you wake up to. Similarly, you could get a light alarm, which wakes you up by simulating sunlight. This is especially useful for periods during which you might not get sunlight in the morning, like during the winter. Hypothetically, your morning routine could involve, first, waking up and absorbing some of that natural sunlight. This could be followed by fully stretching your body like a cat. While doing this, make sure to feel your muscles stretch out, right from your toes to your neck, through your back into your fingers. This gives you awareness and raises your body's temperature as well. Afterwards, you can then head out for a shower to begin your day. If your work or climate means that you don't get to see the sunlight throughout the day, make sure you set out some time for walking in the daylight. Not seeing any daylight at all may affect your circadian rhythm. As much as you can, avoid your phone or any electronics an hour after waking up. As a precaution, you should not sleep with them in the same room, or at least within reachable distance. This way, in case you wake up at night, you will not be tempted to start scrolling through your phone, going through Facebook and ruining your sleep. Step 4. Get the temperature right. Most of all, ensure that the temperature of the room in which you sleep remains constant. When we're asleep, our body temperature drops, and as we wake up, its temperature rises. Changes in body temperature, extreme or not, can lead to restlessness at night. As a result, your sleep may be fragmented, which messes up your circadian rhythm. Maintaining a constant temperature could involve something as simple as turning the knob on a thermostat, or getting your beddings right first. Step 5. Do not hit the snooze button. It will take some time before you stop using your alarm clock. So when practicing how to wake up early without an alarm, avoid the snooze button completely. Hitting this button does two things. First, it fragments your sleep, hence messing up your rhythm. This leads to the second effect, exhaustion and cloudiness when you finally get out of bed, since your body thinks you should still be asleep. Regularly postponing your wake-up time can also lead you to completely ignoring your alarm, since one way or the other you're going back to sleep. Use the 5-second rule. This basically means that if you have an impulse that is pulling you, and you don't marry it with an action within 5 seconds, you pull the emergency brake and kill the idea. The problem isn't that you don't want to get up and wake up, it's that you don't act on it. So next time your alarm clock rings, count to 5, throw away your blankets, and get up. Step 6. The wake-up time. Finally, to purge you of your alarm clock, ensure that you wake up at the same time every day. This is the most important part of waking up naturally. If you plan that you will sleep each day by 10 p.m., ensure that you wind down before 10, so that by this time you're asleep. In some unique situations, you may be required to sleep later or earlier than your scheduled time because of some inconveniences. If you have to wake up early, say for a flight, replace the hours and minutes you'll lose in the morning. For instance, if you need to wake up the next day at 4:30 a.m. to make your flight, and you usually sleep at let's say 10 p.m. and wake up at 5 a.m., adjust your sleeping time to 9:30 p.m. in order to maintain those 7 hours of sleep you usually get. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. I want to take a second now to tell you about Babbel, the people who sponsored this wonderful video. Babbel is the #1 language learning app in the world, currently offering 14 different languages to learn. Learning a new language is a tedious affair, one which usually requires years of study and practice in order to communicate effectively. With Babbel, you can learn a new language for real-life situations after only 5 hours of practice. Its lessons will teach you vocabulary and grammar skills that you can actually use in practical situations. Asking for directions, ordering at a restaurant, or speaking to locals. Babbel's bite-sized lessons, 10 to 15 minutes, enable you to easily fit language learning into your schedule. While many language learning programs have you review the content periodically, Babbel adapts to your strengths and areas you need to improve by providing a review manager that makes sure you really retain what you learn. Babbel offers a mix of teaching strategies to help address your individual learning type. When you learn with Babbel, you can choose from a wide range of topics, like business, food, travel, and more, that are useful in real-life situations. Sign up for a 3-month subscription and get 3 additional months for free. Link in the description. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.